Hi there, I'm Kevin Benedict, mobile analyst here in Brussels, reporting live. And I want to thank you for joining us, Michael Cahill.
No problem at all.
Yeah, and you're with Board Gosh.
Yeah, Borgosh Networks. We're the gas transportation distribution utility in the Republic of Ireland.
Okay.
So we own and we operate the assets there for transporting gas around the island.
Very good. And I just sat through a presentation which was fascinating. You just did a transformational project in your organization involving all kinds of asset management and mobility and all kinds of different things, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess, as I said in the presentation, we've been around in this space since about 1976 when the company was formed. Over the course of the last 2 years, we've actually looked to transform that organization as it was previously envisaged into what we would see being an asset-centric and a customer-centric organization. Now, in terms of the customer piece, there was a bit of a gamble for us because historically we've succeeded very strongly in managing and in providing a positive customer experience for our customers. But in terms of trying to grow the business and look forward out to the next 5, next 10, next 15 years and where we go, we needed a springboard or a platform that was going to enable us to get there. And we saw the first steps in that was to become, as I say, an asset-centric organization focused on delivering excellence.
Okay.
And that's why we undertook the transformation project we did, looking, as I say, at organizational building blocks, at business processes, and at the systems that would allow us to implement that.
So let's start from the very back end. What solution did you use on the back end?
So after our selection process, we arrived at Maximo as the best fit for our business model. We believe it's a kind of a best-in-class work and asset management solution, and that's what fitted best with our needs.
And then the next, for scheduling different projects and different work on the assets, what did you choose?
So again, kind of the same logic applied. We were going for a best-in-class approach. So ClickSchedule was the product we chose to work in tandem with Maximo in terms of delivering that level of optimization.
Is ClickSchedule the product or the company?
ClickSchedule is the product. Click Software is the company that provides that service to us.
Okay, and what did you see about that product that made it stand out?
For us, it's just by far and away the market leader in that space.
Okay.
It offers us a level of functionality that we haven't seen anywhere else. For us, the horizon is almost limitless with Click. I mean, at the moment, we're using a fraction of its capabilities.
Okay.
But what we see is it will give us the ability to grow as the organization grows. As we scale up, Click scales up, and that's very important for us.
Very good. So then you also have a different vendor for mobility then.
We have, said Maximo and Click are the two products we purchased from IBM and Click Software.
Okay.
We use a mobile product then called Cyclo, the Cyclo platform. We've deployed that then onto a population of mobile devices that we purchased from a company called Spirit Data Capture based in the UK. And what they have sold us is a couple of GTAC products, a convertible laptop, a rugged laptop, V100, and a PDA device which they call a PS236. And incidentally, in the business we're in gas transportation, we took a rather brave decision to go with the most safe versions of those products available to us for working in potentially hazardous environments, the ATEC versions. That's not something a lot of utilities in our space have done, but we kind of thought that was something that was worth taking a risk on.
So the intrinsically safe ones?
Exactly, yeah.
So spark resistant so they don't explode?
Yeah, they're Zone 2 compliant. It's difficult to get something with any real level of functionality which is up at the top end of that spectrum for Zone 0 or Zone 1. But they're two Zone 2 devices and we're pretty happy with them.
Very good. So when you talked about using ClickSchedule to schedule, what kinds of things were you scheduling?
Right across the business, Kevin, to be honest. We operate an emergency response service across the island of Ireland where members of the public, customers report potential smells of gas incidents. We have a criteria there set out in statute that says we must get a competent responder there within 1 hour. Our average response time is, as I said, around 35 minutes. And we would schedule all that work through the Click optimization engine. We would also layer in there all our appointable work in terms of fitting meters, disconnecting meters, locking meters. Our shipper community would get in touch with us to request that type of work. We would publish capacity, people would book the capacity, and that would filter through into the optimization engine, and it would batch that out to the appropriate workers in the appropriate regions.
Wow.
We layer in the planned maintenance work that's been fed down from our asset management organization. That's another source that's going in there, and then we have the larger scale more long duration work in terms of construction projects, renewals, expansions, refits, capacity upgrades. It's all in there, one source.
You have your work cut out for you.
We sure do, but hey, look, you've got to be doing something to keep life interesting, and certainly the last 2 years for us has been challenging, but it's been wonderful. We've learned a lot about ourselves. We've discovered a lot of flaws. We've discovered a lot of positives, and yeah, we set out to engineer an organisation that could give us a springboard into the future.
Yes,
and I think we've succeeded.
Well, Michael, I want to thank you very much for sharing with the listeners today.
No problem at all, Kevin. Thank you.